Earlier this week, we told you about the staggering allegations surrounding Arizona's fake sober living home scheme. It got a lot of attention. These were attorneys behind a class action lawsuit that claimed thousands of vulnerable Native Americans were recruited, that Medicaid was billed for care they say was never provided, and the scheme may have cost taxpayers billions of dollars. The attorneys also claim that as many as 2,000 people are missing or have died in connection with this alleged scheme. But tonight, I want to personalize it. I want you to meet the woman who helped bring this crisis to light. Reva Stewart is a Navajo advocate who says that her fight began when her own cousin went missing after becoming caught up in this scheme. And as she searched for answers, she says she began to see just how far these bad actors would go to recruit vulnerable people. According to Stewart, they would approach Native Americans at bus stops, in medical centers, in flea markets, grocery stores, parking lots, promising help for addiction, a place to stay, a better life. And she claims many were picked up in SUVs or unmarked vans, taken to fraudulent sober living homes, and left with no way to get back to their families. This is video that she provided to us. And since then, she's helped these families search for missing loved ones, documented alleged recruitment efforts, founded an organization to support victims, and says she continues to speak out despite receiving threats. Joining me now live is Reva Stewart, Navajo advocate, founder of Turtle Island Women Warriors. Thank you so much for coming on. Now, even before we get started, I know I introduced you, but I understand that you'd actually like to introduce yourself in the Navajo language.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for having me. Yat a she Reva Stewart and she na shashen shlom but afni bashishchin ke ani dashache to he glini dashanel. My name is Reva Stewart. I am of the Bear Clan from Navajo Nation, and thank you for having me this evening.
And thank you for that. I appreciate it. So this all started with your cousin. Can you explain what happened there?
Yes, when my cousin went missing, she was coerced into a van or a Suburban with other vulnerable Native relatives 8 hours away from us up in Farmington. They told her she would go to Phoenix for the day and take her home. All throughout the ride, they gave her alcohol, and she was brought to a home and asked for information, and because they told her she was going to be staying there, and she refused. That's when they gave her a fentanyl pill, a blue fentanyl pill. And again, she refused to give her information. That's when they kicked her out and told her that she would have to find her way home. So she tried to hitchhike back to New Mexico. When she told me what was happening is when I figured this is why we were missing so many people, and this is why we saw so many of these white vans.
Well, first of all, who are they? Like, who are the people that did this to her? And were they ever arrested? Were they ever charged?
No, these people were picking, I mean, they were everywhere on the reservations because on social media you saw the postings. There's white vans out here, and that's where the white van syndrome came from. There's white vans out here, watch your kids. So
this is video, by the way, you provided to us, right, of something like this happening?
Yes. Yes. So they were just everywhere on the reservations, anywhere they could pick up anyone to take to a home. And I worked catty corner from the Phoenix Medical Center, and they had then we're just going in circles. So I started taking notes, documenting everything, wondering what is going on. Why, because I'm a huge advocate for MMIW, MMIP, and I started seeing more missing posters come out. And I was like, well, why are they going missing? Where are they at? And those boards, I had 4 of those boards outside of missing people.
And the different, what happens when they get into the homes? So they get picked up by like the unmarked vans, right? Or you talk about the bus stops, these different, what happens in the homes?
Once they're in these homes, we found out that a lot of them were locked from the outside of outside of the house. So they couldn't get out. You'd had to unlock the doors from the outside. There was cameras all over these houses. There was wires all over the fences. So we've had our Native relatives literally have to jump over the fence and escape, break a window and escape, jump through the second story window just to get away from there. So they were treatment homes. They were traps.
Just to be clear about something, the state leaders said there's a crackdown, there's been convictions, there's prosecutions, there's investigations, there's now a class action lawsuit. They say the fraud has dropped dramatically. Do you believe this is still happening today? Do you believe there's still recruiters?
Yes, There is active recruiting today. We get reports on a daily basis, missing people on a daily basis, because I've been out doing this for almost 4 years now of reporting. And so when somebody goes missing, they reach out to us and we start looking. Um, and we've reported it. We've told anyone and everyone who would listen, our people are going missing. Why are they going missing still to this day, 4 years later? Because it started in 2019. I got wind of it in 2022. Why is it still happening in 2026?
Well,
So,
I interviewed the lawyers the other day that are part of the class action. They are making the argument, this class action lawsuit, that it was a failure of the state. It's becoming a question about whether or not it was willful blindness, compliance, whether there was like complicity in it. What do you think about the state's role in this, or alleged role in this?
I believe it was a huge oversight. It was a huge oversight because it was so consistent. I mean, the enforcement is slow. Our vulnerable Native relatives were targets. The focus is more often on financial fraud. Well, our native people were just of less attention. Um, this will continue. This crisis will continue until Access, ADHS, the governor and attorney general look behind the paper trail and see why a lot of the employees still there that were there from the beginning.
And one of the most shocking things they told me is even the convictions, they ended in probation. There was very few that actually ended in prison time. Reva, I want to talk a little bit about the work that you're doing, and then I want to talk about the consequences of that, what you've been receiving as a result. So one of the things that we've learned is you are helping families looking for missing loved ones, that you even went to the medical examiner's office. Can you talk to us about that?
Yes, and that's with one of my advocates. Her name's Raquel Moody. She reached out to me, and she was missing her brother, and she asked if I could help. So she was telling me, which she was in 11 of these homes. She would ask for help, and then they would kick her out, and she was just consistently going to these different homes. Every time she questioned something, she got kicked out. And the last time she saw her brother, he had left, and 6 months later, we found out he was deceased. And so I called the medical examiner to verify that that was him. So, and we did that with families that we found in the parks that were deceased. We've waited for families to come and the medical examiner to be there, and we acknowledge, our Native relatives that have passed.
And when you think about the number of missing people, the number of people that are underaccounted for, the number of people who passed away, these are families that are crushed. These are families that are looking for answers. But you have had success stories, right? You have been able to get people home, right?
Yes, we've had quite a few that were taken back to Montana. Alaska, we sent 3 back to Alaska. So they were bringing them from all over the places, recruiting them from powwows, conferences, bringing our elders into these homes. We had an elder from Oklahoma who was 75 years old with no addiction, went home with a fentanyl addiction.
That was one of the disturbing allegations too, right? The idea that people didn't even have addiction and they were put on something. I want to go back to what I mentioned before. Look, you've become the face of this fight. You're doing incredible work. But this has cost you. This has cost you and your family. I understand that you have dealt with very serious acts of intimidation and threats. What has happened to you?
Well, in the beginning, I didn't realize how huge this was. I had no clue what I got myself into, but I would advocate. I've always advocated for our Native people. And when I saw how huge this was, I put myself out there, and I knew the dangers of that. But I've, been followed. I had all 4 of my tires slashed on my vehicle. I've had people, show up at my workplace and ask me to come outside 8 o'clock at night, because they want to buy something. I'm like, no, we're closed. You have to leave.
And you believe this is all for the work that you've been doing? You think it's all connected?
Yes. So they tried to get me outside, and I was like, they kept saying, can you hear me? And I was like, yeah, can you hear me now? So I carry a gun. I have to.
Yeah. One of the things that people should know, and I mentioned it before, is you founded the Turtle Island Women Warriors. Tell us more about what the organization is, that they do every day, the work that they do, because I want to promote it.
Turtle Island Women Warriors was derived from Stolen People, Stolen Benefits. When we first started, it was Stolen People, Stolen Benefits, because our people were getting stolen, the benefits were getting stolen. So, you know, adding on to the fight, I was like, okay, we need to keep this going. We need to keep our community together. So what we do is we've created MMIP checklists, family checklists for the missing. And with these checklists, we've been able to find families with this, because we tell them what to look for if they're in a sober living home, you know, and the whole thing comes down to being honest if they had an addiction to alcohol or drugs. So we do that. We've been doing outreach for the last 4 years and basically begging online because we've had no funds. Everybody thinks, you know, this is over, and it has not been over. So we go out, we hand out care packages, we check on our Native relatives, we write their names down just in case they go missing. And we get, you know, information from them so we can tell, you know, let them know, hey, if you go missing, we know where you're at. Right now, we're doing hydration outreach because it's reaching 115 degrees here in the valley. And we've had 39 deaths so far in June because of the heat.
Reva, when I did this segment the other day, a lot of common comment was, how are not more people talking about this? How is this not covered more? You have an audience right now to America. What do you want people who are watching this to know? What do you want them to know about the victims?
That this crisis is happening not just in the state of Arizona. We happened to see how huge it was, and then we started having relatives from Montana, the Dakotas, Minnesota, Oklahoma, you know, and we've sent people to all these reservations back home because no one was talking about it.
Right.
No one said anything about it. And
Right.
it falls back on our government because our government says, oh, well, there's a big drop in this fraud.
Yeah.
The attorney general said they would help.
Yeah.
The governor said they would help. Legislators,
Well,
senators told me that they would help me.
let me tell you, it's appearances like this. It's a class action lawsuit that gets more people talking and more of a spotlight on it, and that's usually when you see change. Reva Stewart, thank you so much for coming on. Thank you so much for the work that you do. It's a really, really important story and really important work that you do, so thank you.
Thank you for having us. We really appreciate it. The more we can keep this out there, you know, something will change. Yep. And, you know, this is a good start. So I appreciate it. Thank you.
You got it. And by the way, for anybody out there, if you'd like to support Reva, if you'd like to support the Turtle Island Women Warriors, their GoFundMe is Strengthening TIWW Outreach, Education, and Community Support.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.